Hi guys, welcome back to Cheers. Today I am going to be doing a review as well as like a wear test on the Innisfree My Foundation. And personally I got the N21 2.4. And what's really great about this product is that it's basically very customizable to, well, a certain degree, because it doesn't have like the biggest amount of shade range, but for people with light to medium skin color, this is a great product, I think. So like I said, it's customizable, and it's customizable in three aspects. There's going to be your moisture level, your coverage level, as well as your color. And for the moisture level, there is a matte, a semi-matte, and a glow. And each one of those, I guess like levels, has a different ingredient or a different type of ingredient in them. For the matte, it has some Jeju, which is an island in Korea, very well known for its natural resources. It has the Jeju volcanic powder, and then it's made of like some sea control type of stuff, which is supposed to help the longevity of the product. And number two, which is the one that I have, is the semi-matte, which is filled with Jeju green tea and water. So it's supposed to have like a clear and like lively skin to it, or that's what the Innisfree website says anyways. And then the glow is made of Jeju green tea seed oil, and that's supposed to help give you that moist look or that glow. Personally for me, I don't like it when you look too glowy, like when you look sweaty, and so I went for the 2 because I don't want to look super matte either, because that tends to like crack. I haven't given the 1 a try yet, but if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, then just let me know. And for the coverage level, I got a 4, and it goes from 1 to 5. And I'll insert a picture here. They use like a spotted egg to basically show the coverage level. And for the color level, I got N21, which is natural beige. They have 5 different types of coverage levels. They have C13, C21, N21, which is the one that I got, N22, and N23. And that basically ranges from light beige, pink beige, natural beige, medium beige, and true beige. So basically it's like a difference of like whether it's going to be beige with a pinky tone or a neutral tone or a cool tone. I've been really liking this product. It's not the first time that I'm going to be trying it out on camera. So if you guys want to just kind of see how it goes on as well as how it wears throughout the day, then just keep watching. Okay, so today the one that I'm going to go in for my foundation is the 2.4 Innisfree one in the color N21, which is just the natural beige color. And I've already used this a few times, but I don't think I need the full 1 pump that this one usually gives. So I usually go in like maybe quarter pumps at a time. So I can just, like less than a quarter pump actually. And just spread it all across my face with my finger first. And immediately what I can tell you is that this smells so bomb. So with a wet sponge, I'm just going to blend it away. And I don't know, since it does have the green tea extract in it, I feel like it should probably have some like de-reddening properties to it, because green tea does help with inflammation and like puffiness and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people even do like DIY green tea facials at home, but because it does have a good coverage in terms of my like redness, I can't really tell the difference. I think when I did have like an acne pimple or like a zit going on, it did help like de-redden that, but like I said, the coverage is really good on here, so I'm not sure if it's the green tea aspect of it or the coverage aspect of it, or maybe even both. And today, because my skin isn't looking so good today without makeup, I think I went in a little bit heavy-handed, more than usual, but usually the first layer that you saw me do, like that's basically all it takes. And my friend Gloria, she went to Korea, so she actually, and I asked her, since it's better for price to get this in Korea, obviously, especially with the exchange rate, I asked her to send like 2 more of these to me via her mom, because I see her at church all the time. So, but Gloria said that this version was actually, there was only 1 left. So she got me a 2.5 version. So I think I'm going to do a video on like 1/2 of 2.4 and then 1/2 of 2.5 so you guys can see the difference in coverage. And as you can see, I went in a good amount of times with a reapplication of the product. And each time I like barely even squeezed it. So little goes a long way with this product. And because it's not super matte, it doesn't look like, it's a semi-matte obviously, so it has a semi-matte finish and it has a very neutral tone to it, obviously. That's why it's like neutral N21, neutral beige. The other ones, like I said in the beginning, are more of like a pinky or like even a cooler tone than this. I'm going to just stop here with the foundation and go put on the rest of my makeup, which is just like, you know, contouring and blush and whatnot, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so this is the finished makeup look for the day before I head out for our double date. So I'll just keep you guys updated throughout the day and let you know how this is wearing, and you'll get to see what my thoughts are on the foundation, as well as just kind of see for yourself and see if you want to purchase this product maybe as well. So see you soon. It's been roughly about like 2 hours since I put on the foundation and we are at London Plain. And look how cute this place is, guys. Like, it's a brunch place that does like a bunch of flowers and stuff, and then they have a bakery as well. What do you think of my foundation?
I think it looks bomb.
Does it look bomb?
Yes.
2 hours, not too bad. Well, because I put on the foundation at 8:30. Well, it's like 11:10 right now. I know, but yeah, it's holding up pretty well so far. I got the salmon Benedict. I got like
Correct ones. Because they don't make Benedict without salmon.
mom card.
Laura, I told you to pack the applesauce.
I'm sorry.
And the Capri Sun. I'm late for a soccer game.
So it's been roughly 6 hours since I put on this foundation, and I think it's looking pretty good. It's not creasing or anything. What you think, Chanel?
Looks good.
Does it look different than my usual foundation though?
It looks more skin-like.
More skin-like?
Yeah. You did kind of get oily here, but I mean,
yeah,
that's like every
but it's like with,
foundation.
yeah, I'm just an oily person.
But the thing is, it doesn't break apart the formula.
That's true.
Yeah, it stays on.
And I like tried to put a bag over my head earlier, but the foundation's still on there.
Yeah, that's true.
We were trying to be like, can you put that bag over your head?
My head's too big.
Chanel wanted to wear it as a bib. The mushroom burger
You have to ask her.
with some cheese curds and garlic aioli. We're at somewhere called Unida Burger, or You Need a Burger.
I need it.
Huh?
I need it.
No, he's so wrong. Just so wrong. Chanel says that it looks good. It still looks the same. Like I just look oily because I'm oily.
We also walked a bunch.
And we walked a bunch. We went to a park. In and out. Yeah, we walked a lot. So, what do you think, Millie? Am I beautiful?
Yes.
I don't believe him. I don't think he thinks I'm pretty. How is it? Oh, do it again, do it again. Eat it. Yeah, eat it. Yes. Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's so long. Oh. Mukbang. Rowing, canoe. What? More dizzy, motion sickness, nauseous, vomiting, waves, wavy, motion, seasick, roar, cat, hunter. What the fudge?
Meow puppy.
Yeah. Nightmare,
Oh.
scary, scarecrow. What's a what? Boogeyman. Monster. Monster. Shut up, Roy. We win! You guys have to do crabs or basils like bacon. And go. Ew, Roy, your feet! Ew, he looks like he's spasming! It is almost now 9 o'clock, and I've had this on for like 12 and a half hours. Tell me how beautiful I look, guys. How does it look?
Beautiful.
I think, well, so there's a bit of texturizing going here, but other than that, like compared to how it's been worn through
Wait, ready?
other foundations, I think
Okay.
it's actually looking really good. But yeah, Chanel agrees.
I agree.
Chanel agrees.
Okay.
Do I look beautiful, Chanel?
Always, girl.
Always. Still looking beautiful?
Yup, even more.
Yes! I've had this foundation on for like about 15 hours now, and it is looking not too bad. Like, it kind of just looks like my skin at this point, but still covered, so a better version of my skin. But other than that, like a little bit of oiliness from my like natural oils that come out throughout the day. And considering that it's been on for like 15 hours, I think it's holding up really, really well. So considering all of this, I think my final output would be like 5 out of 5 stars, actually. That is my rating for this foundation. It has good coverage. It isn't too like drying or too glowy of a formula where I look sweaty. So that's a good thing because I don't really like it when it's too glowy, where it makes me look like I had a workout. But yeah. And then tomorrow morning I'll do just like a difference between the coverage of a 4 between a 5, and then give my final output then. But until then, see you guys later. Good night. So like I said, I'm going to test out the 2.5 versus the 2.4 on my face so you guys can just kind of see the coverage difference level. And I'll put the 2.5 on my right side and the 2.4 on my left. And I've got 2 different beauty sponges that I've dampened with water to apply the foundation. So going in with the 2.5, this is my first time using it, so it's almost like a first impressions for this part. I'm going to squeeze it onto my face. And right now all I have on my face is my moisturizer as well as the NYX Honey Dew Me Up that I got due to Chanel's recommendation. And the only reason why I have that on is because I actually used that the day that we went to the car show. And I wanted to keep it all consistent, and I'm also quite familiar with that primer and how it works on my skin. So I just took about half a pump of the 2.5, and I'm just putting it all over my face and going in the sponge and blending it all out. And today I won't be using any concealer, so you can see the work of the foundation and its coverage level. Wow, that's a pretty good coverage level. The reason why I say that is because I have this one freckle or like dark spot here that usually I always see through my foundations, but it's being more covered up today than usual. And then that is it for the 2.5. Now for the 2.4, which is the one that I personally got for myself. Going in with half a pump as well on this side. I don't know if this side already oxidized to my skin or something, but right off the bat, it looks like the 2.4 looks a little bit lighter on my skin actually. And they have a very similar finish. Actually, now that I look at it on camera, it looks pretty similar for both sides. So I'm not going to put on any blush or finish it off because it's actually the end of the day for me now. I'm filming this at like around 7 p.m. so I won't be able to do an all-day wear test. But I did want to get this uploaded for you guys as soon as possible, so I'm just going to that's why I'm just filming it at a later time now. But as you can see, there isn't a huge difference on my face on either side, and both of the colors do match exactly. So even if I were to run out of my 2.4, it'd be really easy to transition to the 2.5. Since it's not really showing up on my face, the difference between the two, I'm going to take just a very small amount on and just draw an eyeliner mark on my arm and then show you guys the coverage level. So it actually looks really similar for this too. So this part is the 2.5 and this part is the 2.4. This one does have a slightly more coverage to the actual mark, as you can see. This one does look a little bit darker, but as you can see, the significance is not that great. So and the marker is coming out a lot on my arm, which means the coverage level isn't super high or pigmented. I'm sure if you were to build up the formula on my arm, then you could see a difference. If I were to do another very small squeeze, I basically just did this size of a drop onto it. So it's not a huge dollop by any means, but if I were to do a second layer, that's what it would look like if I were to do a second layer, and there's the difference between 2.5 and 2.4. I haven't put a second layer on the 2.4, but just to kind of show you, like, since they did look so similar, what a double layer would do for you. So for someone who is looking for a high coverage foundation, even up to the highest coverage for my foundation, 2.5, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because I can see it getting pretty cakey right now. It already looks a little bit more like powdery of a finish than I would personally like, at least on my arm. So I think if you were to continue layering this foundation, then it would turn powdery or cakey on your face as well, especially since your face has more like crevices than this little part of my wrist. So overall, I do really like this foundation. It only costs about like $15.87 on Jolse right now, and it retails normally for around $20. So buying it off of Jolse will save you about $5. I think this is a foundation that I will continue to purchase, especially through Jolse, because it does give you deals if it's at $15.87. If you guys have any questions or comments, I'd love to read them in the comment section down below, so be sure to do that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a like. And if you really liked it, I hope you press that subscribe button and join our Cheers family. And as always, cheers to a good week. Bye guys.